Welcome back to Listen and Learn English. I'm Liam, and I'm joined by Sophia. Today, we have a very special episode for our A2 and B1 learners. If you're looking to improve your listening and speaking skills naturally, you're in the right place.
Thanks, Liam. I'm so excited about today's topic because we are focusing on one of the most common yet most versatile phrases in the English language. I want to.
It sounds simple, right? But think about it. How many times a day do we use it? From the moment we wake up and say, I want to sleep for 5 more minutes, to the late night thoughts of, I want to travel the world.
Exactly. And for our listeners, mastering this phrase isn't just about the grammar. It's about expressing your personality, your needs, and your future. So today, we're going to have a long chat using I want to in different contexts, moving from the very simple daily stuff to the more complex life goals.
Let's start right at the beginning of the day. Sophia, what's the very first thing you want to do when your alarm goes off at 7 a.m.?
Oh, that's easy. I want to hit the snooze button. I'm not a morning person at all. I usually lie there and think, I want to stay in bed where it's warm. But then reality hits. I realized I want to be on time for work, so I force myself to get up. What about you?
I'm the opposite. I'm a bit of a morning person. As soon as I wake up, I want to drink a big glass of water. Then, of course, I want to make coffee. If I don't have my coffee, I don't want to talk to anyone.
I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that. I want to have my coffee before I start my day. It's such a basic need. But notice how we use it for simple desires. Liam, when you're in a coffee shop, how do you use this phrase?
Usually I'm polite, so I might say, I'd like to. But in my head, I'm thinking, I want to try that new blueberry muffin. Or if I'm with a friend, I might say, I want to sit by the window today because it's sunny.
That's a great point. We use I want to for physical comfort. I want to sit down, I want to take off my coat, or I want to find a quiet spot.
Let's move a bit further into the day. Let's talk about work or studying. For our students listening, they might be sitting at a desk right now. Sophia, when you're working on a big project, what are the things you want to do?
Well, when I'm busy, I often want to finish my tasks as quickly as possible so I can relax. I'll say to myself, I want to complete this report before lunch. Or, if I'm confused, I want to ask my colleague for help.
Right. And sometimes it's about what we don't want to do. I don't want to answer any more emails today. Or, I don't want to go to that long meeting at 4 p.m.
Oh, the don't want to is just as important, especially when it comes to chores. I definitely don't want to do the laundry on a Friday night. I want to go out and see my friends.
That brings us to social life. This is where I want to becomes really important for making plans. If you're calling a friend, you might say, I want to see that new movie at the cinema, or I want to try that Italian restaurant down the street.
And it's a great way to start a conversation. What do you want to do this weekend? It opens up so many possibilities. Do you want to go hiking? Do you want to stay home and order pizza?
I think I want to is the engine of our social lives. But let's take it a step deeper. Let's talk about learning English. Sophia, if you were a student right now, what would you want to achieve?
That's a deep question, Liam. If I were learning a new language, I think first, I'd want to understand my favorite songs. I'd want to listen to a podcast like this one and not have to look at the transcript.
That's a great goal. I want to understand. It's about the desire for connection.
Exactly. And maybe I want to travel to London and be able to order food without feeling nervous. That's a big want. It's not just about the food, it's about the confidence.
I agree. A lot of our listeners probably feel that way. They might say, I want to speak English fluently, or I want to get a better job where I use English every day. These are the wants that drive us to keep practicing.
Let's talk about those big wants, the life goals. Because we don't just use this phrase for coffee and chores. We use it for our dreams. Liam, if you could do anything right now, what would you want to do?
Honestly, I want to buy an old van, turn it into a tiny home, and drive across Europe. I want to see the mountains in Switzerland and the beaches in Portugal.
Wow, that's a huge want. That's a life-changing desire. And notice how you said, I want to see, and I want to buy. It helps you visualize the future.
It really does. What about you, Sophia? Beyond the daily routine, what do you want to do in the next 5 years?
I want to write a book. It's been a dream of mine for a long time. I want to sit in a small cabin in the woods and just write until the story is finished. I want to feel that sense of accomplishment.
That's beautiful. It's interesting how I want to can be so simple, like I want to eat an apple, but it can also hold the weight of our entire future.
It's true. But sometimes using I want to can be a bit direct in English, can't it?
You're right. In a professional setting, we might say, I would like to, or I am hoping to. But in a conversation between friends, like us, I want to is perfect. It's honest and clear.
Let's do a little role play for our listeners. Let's imagine we are planning a holiday together. We'll use I want to as much as possible so they can hear how natural it sounds.
Great idea. Okay, Sophia, we have 1 week off. Where do we go?
Well, I want to go somewhere warm. I'm tired of the rain. I want to feel the sun on my face.
I agree with the sun, but I don't want to just sit on a beach all day. I want to do some activities. Maybe I want to go scuba diving or hiking.
Okay, how about Greece? We can go to the islands. I want to see the white houses and the blue sea. And I definitely want to eat authentic Greek salad every single day.
I want to eat the souvlaki, but I also want to rent a boat. I want to explore the hidden caves around the islands. Do you want to do that?
That sounds amazing. But I don't want to spend too much money on the boat. I want to save some money for a nice dinner on the last night.
That's fair. I want to make sure we book the flights early. I don't want to pay double because we waited too long.
Good thinking. I want to start looking at hotels tonight. Do you want to help me?
I'd love to. See, we just planned a whole imaginary trip using I want to. It's so effective for negotiating and sharing ideas.
It really is. And for our listeners, it's a great exercise. Think about your day tomorrow. What do you want to do? Do you want to go for a run? Do you want to call your mother? Do you want to finish that book you started last month?
Even better, think about your English journey. I want to learn 5 new words today. I want to practice my pronunciation for 10 minutes. Small wants lead to big results.
Liam, I've noticed something. Sometimes we use I want to when we are giving advice, but in a soft way. Like, I want you to be careful on the road, or I want you to know that I'm here for you.
That's a more emotional use of the phrase. It shows care. It's not just a demand, it's a wish for someone else's well-being. I want you to succeed. That's something a teacher says to a student.
Or what we say to our listeners. We want you to feel confident when you speak. We want you to enjoy the process of learning.
Exactly. It's not just a chore. We want this podcast to be a highlight of your day.
Let's talk about the grammar for just a second. Not a lesson, but just a reminder. I want to is always followed by the base verb. I want to go. I want to eat. I want to learn. You don't say, I want to going.
Right. To plus the verb. It's like a bridge. I want is the feeling, and the to verb is the action. I want to fly. I want to dance.
And in fast, casual speech, you might hear people say wanna, like, I wanna go home.
Yes, I wanna is very common in movies and songs. But if you're writing an email or speaking to your boss, stick with I want to. It's safer and sounds more professional.
Good tip. So Liam, we've talked about mornings, work, travel, and dreams. What's one thing you want to do right now?
Right now, I want to hear from our listeners. I want to know what they want to achieve this year. Is it a new hobby? A new language? A new city?
That's a great idea. It's so inspiring to hear about other people's goals. It makes me want to work harder on my own.
It's a chain reaction. When I see you wanting to write a book, it makes me want to start that van project even more.
We've covered a lot of ground today. We started with the snooze button and ended with writing books and traveling the world. It's amazing how 3 little words, I want to, can cover so much of the human experience.
It really does. It's the language of desire, and desire is what moves us forward. Whether it's wanting a sandwich or wanting world peace, it all starts with that same structure.
I think our listeners are ready to go out and use this. Don't be afraid to say what you want. It's the best way to get it.
Well said, Sophia. I think I want to wrap things up for today before I start wanting too many other things, like a chocolate cake.
I want a piece of that cake too.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you found these phrases and stories helpful. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a like and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy learning!